Service at 859-261-8833 for an appointment today. A 3-year, 36,000-mile nationwide warranty. What could be better?
A good deal better at John Nolan.
Welcome to Mount Healthy Auto Body.
Howdy, they call me Crash. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Had a little accident. Need some body work.
Well, you've come to the right place. Crash.
Oops.
That's okay. Say, why do they call you Crash?
Heck if I know.
From minor touch-ups to major mess-ups, the name you need to remember is Mount Healthy Auto Body. 521-8600. Mount Healthy Auto Body. Precision collision repair since 1930. 521-8600. Come see them at 1595 Madison Avenue, 1 block north of the Ronald Reagan Cross County Highway in beautiful Mount Healthy.
Awareness of electrical hazards in your home is the first step to reducing dangerous shock and electrical-related home fires. Cooper Electric is a Greater Cincinnati provider of Current Safe, an in-depth test of your home's electrical system utilizing revolutionary methods of testing that offers homeowners the opportunity to detect electrical hazards before they become a problem. Trust the electrician with over 70 years' experience. Cooper Electric. Make safety a top priority in your home by having it become Current Safe. For no-cost consultation, visit cooper-electric.net.
We know what time this is. It is music history time. So this is what happened today. Back in 1942, Bing Crosby recorded the Irving Berlin song White Christmas. Crosby recorded the song with the John Scott Trotter Orchestra and Ken Darby Singers in just 18 minutes. According to the Guinness Book of World Records, the version sung by Bing Crosby is the best-selling single of all time, with estimated sales in excess of 50 million copies worldwide.
I'm a traveling man.
Today in 1961, Ricky Nelson started a 2-week run at #1 on the U.S. singles chart with Travelin' Man. Sam Cooke turned the song down. Shame on him. The B-side was the Gene Pitney song Hello Mary Lou, which became a double A-side #1 hit. Today in 1964, the Beatles went to #1 on the U.S. singles chart with Love Me Do, the group's 4th U.S. #1 in 5 months. The version released in America had Andy White playing drums while Ringo played tambourine. The British single was a take on which Ringo played the drums. Didn't know that stuff. Today in 1970, Ray Stevens went to #1 on the U.S. singles chart with Everything Is Beautiful. The former DJ had a string of novelty hits, including, get this, Jeremiah Peabody's Polyunsaturated, Quick-Dissolving, Fast-Acting, Pleasant-Tasting, Green and Purple Pill. Remember that one? Today in 1987, David Bowie kicked off his 87-date Glass Spider World Tour at the Feyenoord Stadium in Rotterdam, Holland. The tour sets, described at the time as the largest touring set ever, was designed to look like a giant spider. It was 60 feet high, 64 feet wide, and included giant vacuumed tubed legs that were lit from the inside with 20,000 of colored changing lights. A single set took 43 trucks to move. Whoa! Today in 1992, concerned that some pupils were overly identifying with Freddie Mercury, the Sacred Heart School in Clifton, New Jersey, decided not to sing the Queen song We Are Champions at their graduation ceremony. Every graduation has that song, when you have a graduation. Today in 2002, a 16-foot by 6-foot mosaic designed by John Lennon went on display at the Beatles Story Museum in Liverpool. The mosaic had been built into Lennon's swimming pool at his Kenwood home in Surrey, where he lived between 1964 and 1968. Quite a swimming pool. Today in 2014, Aretha Franklin received an honorary degree from Harvard University. The soul legend became an honorary Doctor of Arts at the Harvard ceremony, which came a year after she was forced to cancel a string of concerts due to ill health. Boy, she is unbelievable. Today in 2015, Michael Jackson's Neverland Ranch went up for sale with a price tag of, get this, $100 million. Wow, that's a nice commission. Jackson bought the Santa Barbara development in 1987 for only $19.5 million, but struggled to pay it until an investor company stepped in to help him save it from the auction.
I'm so proud to say I love you.
And born on this day back in 1945, Gary Brooker, he's an English singer, songwriter, pianist, and founder of the lead singer of the rock band Procol Harum, who had the 1967 #1 single, A Whiter Shade of Pale, one of the few singles to have sold over 10 million copies, and scored the hits Hamburg Conquistador, which is this song. Brooker founded the Paramounts in 1962 with his guitarist friend Robin Trower, and has also worked with Eric Clapton, Alan Parsons, and Ringo Starr. So there you have it. I hope you found these bits of music history as interesting as I did when researching them to share with you today. And I'm called the Rock and Roll Realtor because I play with the greatest classic rock band, Bluestone Ivory, when we get to play. We're chomping at the bit. But you can hear us at the end of the show. I'm going to play our version of the Procol Harum hit, A Whiter Shade of Pale. So stay to the end of the show to catch that. If you want to say happy anniversary, happy birthday, or happy whatever day, say it with flowers. Call Let's Flower House at 513-921-0561. They are delivering. I don't know if their store is open yet. I got to call Carol and talk to her this week and find out, but they are fantastic. So thanks for staying with us. I know you won't regret it. If you have a real estate question, if you're thinking about buying, selling, sizing down, moving to Florida, like the couple yesterday called me on Friday and said, or Thursday, and said, we're leaving on Saturday afternoon for Florida. We need to get our house sold. Can you help us? I said, well, sure, I can. So I was there all yesterday afternoon. It'll be going on the market this week. And I have with me my friend, the executive director, Mike Little of Legal Shield. I want to tell you a real quick story. I was on my online bank account, my business account, and I noticed 4 charges. I went, what is this? Uncle Rayski's Car Wash in Henderson, Nevada? And there was 3 charges for $11.99. I looked them up on the internet, and they've got you can do a one-time car wash for $11.99. I went through 3 times, and you can buy a package deal for 3 car washes for $27.99. So I not only was happy with the 3 car washes I got at $11.99, I went and bought a package for 3 more in Henderson, Nevada, and I don't even leave Ohio.
Wow.
So I go, whoops. My first call was to my Legal Shield ID Shield folks. Ask them, what do I do? And they explained to me, well, that was not identity compromising. That was straight out theft.
Exactly.
So they said, you need to call your bank right away. And I did, and I got a new card, and I've got to go and change all that around, which is, but if they got my credit card number, what else could they have gotten? What else could they still be getting? It could be more future things I won't know about till 30, 60, 90 days from now. Who knows?
If that's soon. Yeah. You look at some of the data breaches went on. Equifax had 145.5 million people that were compromised. I was one. They gave them your Social Security number, your driver's license, your medical, and everything. Prove that. It's not just credit. With the legal plan we just talked about, at least you're innocent until proven guilty. But with the ID Shield plan, you're guilty, prove you're innocent. And I have a good friend of mine, a business partner, in my opinion, he's one of the top authorities in the country on identity theft. He said it's hard to prove it's you when there's another you.
Yeah, right.
So how can you do it? Who
are you?
So
you play a really nice newsreel video on your presentation about a young lady that got pulled over. She had her 2 children in the back seat. You want to tell that story real quick? Yeah,
this is up in Aberdeen, Ohio, and she was pulled over in a Walmart lot, and they handcuffed her, and she had her children in the car. They took her to jail. She spent a week in jail, and come to find out it wasn't her. She kept screaming and hollering, this is not me, this is not me, and someone had her identity out there. And it was sad because her children, they took the kids away from her, and it was sad. But if she
they
had
were
some
young
place,
children,
exactly,
less than a year old, and the 3-year-old.
That's it. They were putting them in homes and stuff like that, and nobody would talk to her, And she kept saying, "It's not me. It's not me." In today's society, it could not be you, with what's going on. So that was sad. It was sad, but all said and done, she had to go prove that she was qualified to even get her kids back that they took away from her. But identity theft, it's nothing to play with. You wouldn't turn your computer on without a virus protector.
Right, exactly.
And then in this, basically what Legal Shield does, we put a complete wall of security around your family, and especially today with the coronavirus, they got coronavirus scams out there. People are calling asking money. And with good hearts, put it on my credit card, and they're giving it PIN numbers, everything. So it's gone right there.
Yeah.
Different things like that from, medical products that they're buying, these masks and stuff like that. You got to be careful what you open and where you go and how free you are with your information. Because it's something, when it gets out there, it's already out there, but when they have it and they're selling it on the black market out there for pennies, it's not just one person buying it, it's thousands of people that are buying it. So we have a protection plan for that, and both of them are leader in the industry. And Gary, it's where we actually fix it. We don't tell you how to do it.
You don't just monitor and say, "Oh, you had a breach." Right. Now you got to go. Here's what you need to do to fix it, and you just sit back and let them do their thing. That's it. We you sign a limited power of attorney. You go back to work, and you're going to be signing a licensed agent, not a customer service, and they're going to put your identity back to the original condition it was before it was breached to your satisfaction. And that's guaranteed. Guaranteed. And no matter what it costs, you got these 3 o'clock in the morning infomercials out there. We'll get $1 million. We don't care what it costs. And we also have a policy in there for some of your out-of-pocket expense. You might have to take off work. That's going to be lost wages. You might have to hire an attorney. You can buy these as standalone products. And we got out-of-pocket expense for you on that. And again, our legal plan covers the member, the spouse, and your children up to age 26. Our ID Shield plan, we can, as an individual, it's $9.95. And like I say, both these is a leader in the industry. And a family plan, again, it's $24.95. And we're going to cover up to 10 children up to age 26. Wow. And today, I know before the show, we were talking about, cyberbullying is a new thing out there that we are. Did not know that. Yeah, it's, for your kids, your young kids out there, social media, YouTubes, and how they're getting, hammered and stuff like that. So we've got a great protection plan. And that's all for an individual, $9.95. Correct, and $24.95 for a family. It was so comforting to know that when I saw this, the first thing that hit my mind was I got to call ID Shield. Got my phone out, pushed the button on my app, boom. Somebody answered the phone. It was like I was only on hold for maybe 60, 90 seconds, and a person came on the phone. They knew who I was. They listened to my story. They gave me specific instructions what to do. I did exactly what they said, and 2 days later, I got a new card in the mail. Perfect. So, yeah. So there you have it. It's very simple, ladies and gentlemen. If you're interested in anything we talked about today, you can call me anytime this week at 513-777-2402. I've been with Legal Shield and ID Shield for over 20 years now, and I wouldn't leave my house without having that kind of protection. Wouldn't get behind my car without auto insurance. I wouldn't go out into the world, especially in the pandemic, without having health insurance. And why would you have health insurance, home insurance, auto insurance, and not have some sort of legal protection? Doesn't make any sense. Our society today. Yeah. Buying, selling real estate, especially those of you need to know what your rights are. You need to know what the wherewithals and the who's it's and whatever's in the contracts. And I'm not an attorney. I can't advise you. None of my realtor friends could advise you legally unless they have a law license. And I don't know anybody that does. So there you go. Stay tuned. Don't touch that dial. Next, we're going to have more stuff from Bill Kerrigan of the Dragonfly Foundation. You're listening to the Rock and Roll Real Estate Hour on WDJO 1480 now, FM 995 and 107.9.
Why rent when you can own with no money down? If you're looking to become a first-time homeowner in the Cincinnati or Northern Kentucky areas, or heck, even if you haven't owned a home in the past 3 years and are now looking to buy, you may be eligible to receive up to $15,000 in homeowners assistance towards closing costs, pre-closing expenses, or even your whole down payment. That's right. You can own your own home with no money down. Find out if you qualify. Call Gary at 513-777-2402. That's Gary at 513-777-2402.
Renfro Valley Entertainment Center, Kentucky's country music capital, presents the Bellamy Brothers Tropical Christmas. Friday, December 11th. Tickets on sale now at RenfroValley.com. Experience the tropical Christmas with the unique soft rock country sounds of the Bellamy Brothers at Renfro Valley Entertainment Center, December 11th.
If I said you have a beautiful body, won't you hold it against me?
Just off I-75, south of Lexington. Tickets on sale now at RenfroValley.com.
Redneck girl likes to cruise and daddy's pickup truck.
Guys, are you tired of paying hundreds of dollars for your ED medications? Hi, I'm Dan Beebe, owner of Save Discount Drugs in Covington, and we are excited to offer generic alternatives to Viagra and Cialis for as little as $5 per dose. Give us a call at 859-431-2857 to find out more. Save Discount Drugs can help you in other ways too. If you are uninsured or have high deductible insurance, Save Discount Drugs offers everyday low pricing on all of our medications, not just a few that are on the list. We even offer select antibiotics for just $1. So call us at 859-431-2857 to see how you can save time and money at Save Discount Drugs. We have free parking behind the store with a convenient back entrance. Save Discount Drugs is located 4 doors north of the Madison Theater at 716 Madison Avenue in downtown Covington. That's Save Discount Drugs, 859-431-2857, or check us out online at savediscountdrugs.com.
Know where you can find all your favorite Skechers shoes in one place? Skechers.com. Because at Skechers.com, we have miles and miles of styles of the most comfortable shoes on the planet. We have boys and girls shoes that sparkle and light up. Skechers.com has work shoes, slip-ons, sports shoes, casual shoes, canvas shoes, go walk, go run. The styles are endless. And on Skechers.com, you can find all the fits you need. Plus, so many shoes with Skechers exclusive air-cooled memory foam. So find all the styles, all the fits, and all the comfort. Only at Skechers.com.
Get on. Let's rock the house.
Hey, this is Gary Rossignol with Remax Preferred Group. You're listening to the Rock and Roll Real Estate Hour. And I would like to thank Mr. Mike Little with Legal Shield for coming down and sharing this hour with me. This last segment, I'd like to bring on some folks from the Dragonfly Foundation. The Dragonfly Foundation, they support pediatric cancer families and patients by building a network that connects Dragonfly families to each other and the community by providing programs that enhance quality of life, enhancing programs, and partner with Children's Hospital here in Cincinnati, which is noted as the greatest children's hospital in the entire world, I believe. So Mr. Bill Kerrigan is their number one supporter. He is on the board of directors. He has been a fan of Dragonfly Foundation before he got that involved, and he continually builds the thoughts of bringing smiles to patients and families who are suffering probably the greatest tragedy of their life when their child is diagnosed with cancer or blood disease. Imagine that. And you know, you're all alone, and this is the scariest part of your life. And that's what the Dragonfly Foundation does. They step in and they help you through that. And I'd like to thank Mr. Bill Kerrigan for coming on again this morning. Good morning, Bill.
Hey, Gary, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. How about you, my friend?
Oh, my God, what a beautiful day, huh?
It is. It's gorgeous out there. And I understand that the landing is planning a drive-through thing coming up, is what I read on the website.
Yeah, exactly right. We actually have had a drive-through last week, and it was really nice because it's been quite some time, probably 10 weeks since we've been able to engage the families the way that we like to. But hosted a drive-through event and provided families some practical things that they need right now, including face masks and hand sanitizer and some gift cards to help them with some expenses. And it was good to see their faces and see some smiles. So much needed.
So let's see. We've got things on the calendar coming up. Let's see. July 1st, we've got the Stand Out for Good. No, June 1st, and on June the 3rd, the Dragonfly Night at Texas Roadhouse. I guess the restaurants are opening up now, so that's being a really big benefit for Dragonfly Foundation. So many restaurants are giving special days and nights where a portion of what you buy and Texas Roadhouse, my favorite steak place. So we'll definitely be going there.
And if your listeners want to learn more about all the events going on, and good news is we're finally starting to get some events on the calendar, including our golf outing. We're going to reschedule that for September the 28th. But if you want to find out more, just go to www.dragonfly.org and click on events, and you'll see a listing of as we begin to reschedule events, which, as you know, Gary, are much needed as far as providing funding for the organization. You'll find ways to engage Dragonfly right there on the website.
Mm-hmm. And people need to realize that the Dragonfly Foundation is a all-volunteer and 100% contribution. You are a 501c3
that is right.
Corporation,
yeah,
and you rely on the general public's donations. You rely on your fundraising efforts, and fundraising has been at a stifle here in the last 10, 12 weeks. So the work that you do does not stop. You continually do everything you can to help these families. And the work you do is remarkable. So if you're interested in helping, tell me this, Bill, $5 means a whole lot to the Dragonfly Foundation, right?
Absolutely. Gary, our donations are off sharply as a result of this COVID-19. And there are so many very easy ways to help. One of them is we all shop at Kroger. Mm-hmm. Simply go into Kroger Community Rewards and plug in your number, your Kroger Plus number, and your alternate ID, which is typically your phone number, and you can designate right there the Dragonfly Foundation. So every time you make a purchase at Kroger, you're giving a little bit back, and it doesn't cost you an extra nickel. Similarly, Amazon Smile. We all shop on Amazon, probably now more than ever. Amazon's doing very well. But if you go to Amazon Smile, you can designate the Dragonfly Foundation to receive 0.5% of your purchase back. Again, it doesn't cost you an extra nickel. If you don't use it, you lose it. So Kroger Community Rewards and Amazon Smile are two super easy ways. And, all of your listeners right now could simply pick up their smartphone and text WINGS15 to 71777 and make a donation. It's just that easy.
And I'm going to do that as soon as we get off the air, because I just sold 4 bottles of my my special spice, and you know what? That whole $20 is going right back to the Dragonfly Foundation. And I'm challenging Mr. Mike Little to match that.
You got it.
So we're going to have a couple of them going up there right after the show. But it's just that simple. Just get on your smartphone, text WINGS15 to 71777. And we get at the big fundraising things. You bring in some major corporate sponsors at thousands of dollars each. But I remember talking with Christine Knightsky, and she says, you know what, Gary, every $5 helps. I mean, that the bag that the families get when they check in at Children's Hospital is over $175 worth of stuff in it that needs to be funded, and it can't be used and abused stuff. It's got to be brand new off the shelf. And this is what helps the Dragonfly Foundation be as successful as they are, to ease the sorrows that the families are experiencing when they do bring the child into Children's Hospital, and that's a terrible thing to go through. But the website is dragonfly.org. Go there or text the word WINGS15 to 71777. I'll show you how to do that right after the show. Anyhow, thank you, Bill, for coming on again this morning. I appreciate that. If you missed any of the shows, you can listen to them on the podcast at rockincincy.com. My houses are rocking because the buyers are knocking, being considered an essential business. I'm open for business. Get me online at rockincincy.com or call me at 777-2402. Don't forget to hug your kids, call your parents, kiss your spouse every day, and wash your hands constantly. Tune in next week for how pets get priority when shopping for a house. That's what the survey says. Coming up next is Wesley Adams and the Car Tech Show. And to close out today's program, as I promised, speaking of Procol Harum, which was in my music history earlier in the show, this is Blue Sun Ivory's live recorded version of that hit song, A Whiter Shade of Pale, featuring the late, great Ted. On close out today's program, as I promised, speaking of Procol Harum, which was in my music history earlier in the show, this is Blue Sun Ivory's live recorded version of that hit song, A Whiter Shade of Pale, featuring the late, great Ted on vocals and Rick Schmidt on Hammond B3. Thanks for another great show, and if you have any real estate question, just call me at 513-777-2402 or go to rockandrollrealestateagent.com. Thanks to all my sponsors who make this show possible, as well as Chris